Namaskaram. Welcome to the storytelling series by Srividya Tantra Peedom, where we journey through tales of mystery, legends, and spiritual devotion. This is part 2 of Goddess Madurai Meenakshi occupying the Subrahmanya temple. For part 1, please check for the link in the description. Now back to the story. We left off where the priest found himself inside a temple. This temple was in Kerala, then ruled by the Cheran king Cheraman Perumal. He had just constructed two temples and consecration arrangements were being planned. One was at Udayanapuram in Vaikyam for Bhagwati, and the second was for Subrahmanya Swami at a place called Kumaranallur. The priest had slept in the Kumaranallur temple, the very temple meant to be dedicated to Lord Subrahmanya. Looking around, the priest saw the Devi that accompanied him was seated on a Peedam inside the main sanctum. It was Goddess Meenakshi herself. The priest immediately rushed outside the temple, calling out, "Divine Mother, Goddess Meenakshi has graced us with her presence inside this temple. Come and see her sitting on the Peedam." People followed him, but could not see the goddess. "Where is she?" they asked. The priest pointed towards the temple sanctum and replied, "There, inside. It is such a wonderful sight. See her blessing us all." But nobody else could see her. The people started insulting him, calling him a madman. News soon reached Cheraman Perumal, who personally came to the temple, but he too could not see the goddess. "I don't see anyone inside the main sanctum," he said. The priest replied, "Your Majesty, kindly place your hand on me and then look." The king did this and could clearly see the goddess sitting inside the main sanctum. Upon hearing the priest's story, the king was happy with the presence of the goddess, but at the same time disappointed. "I have built this temple for Lord Subrahmanya Swami, so it is not appropriate to consecrate Devi as the main deity. Even if Devi wants it, I cannot give it. I intend to consecrate Subrahmanya Swami as originally planned, and goddess shall be consecrated at the Vaikyam temple." The king and his soldiers then left. As they travelled, a thick fog suddenly descended, and they could neither see their path nor one another. The soldiers concluded that this calamity was due to the divine power of the recently arrived goddess. They humbly begged the king to reconsider his decision and appease the goddess. The king, still unconvinced, announced, "If the goddess is that powerful, let her clear the thick fog at this very instant. If that happens, I shall offer her all the land as far as my eye can see from this spot, and do whatever else is needed for her to reside here." The fog lifted instantly, and everything was visible. It was so clear it were as if the fog were never there. As promised, the king declared that the land would be dedicated to the goddess, including the temple at Kumaranallur. The king began arrangements to dedicate the temple to the goddess. It was decided that Subrahmanya Swami would be installed at the Udayanapuram temple. An idol of the goddess was to be made, but due to an unexpected delay, there was not enough time to prepare another idol within the auspicious time for consecration. The king was extremely saddened. As he slept, he had a dream where a voice spoke. "Do not be sad. About 2 miles to the northeast, you will find my idol inside a well. Bring it and install it at the decided auspicious time." The next day, the king set off with his men towards northeast and reached a densely wooded area. Indeed, they found a well inside which was a beautiful and well-preserved idol of the goddess. The idol was immediately brought to the temple and installed at the planned auspicious hour. The temple came to be known as Kumaranallur temple, and the king declared additional benefits to the temple to ensure continuous daily offerings, rituals, and festivals. The temple was later given to some native Nambudri families in the area. Due to the divine power of the goddess, the temple quickly acquired wealth and fame. To this day, Devi continues to shower her blessings on the land, its people, and her devotees, making her popular as Kumarandallur Bhagwati or Kumarandallur Kartyayani.